Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so your friends see it. Thank you.
Moments after meeting Netanyahu, Trump did something in Israel no president has ever done. Today has been a historic and very busy day for President Donald Trump. He has been in New York for the big United Nations meeting this week and found some time to visit with his buddy, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. However, it was not that meeting that shocked everyone. Hell, it wasn't even his renewed promise to create peace between Israel and Palestine. President Trump opened up the first ever permanent U.S. military base in Israel today. The new base will be located within the Israel Defense Forces Air Defense School in southern Israel, near Beersheba. It will include barracks and other buildings for troops to be stationed in and will focus on intercepting various aerial threats. The move is a giant show of unity for the U.S. and Israel and comes just one day after Hamas and Fatah made a deal to acknowledge the Palestinian government in Gaza. There is no doubt that this is a response to their move. No matter how you slice it, there is no downside to this new base. Hell, maybe we can close the Saudi Arabian and Afghanistan bases since they have never been trustworthy anyways. If you all support this deal and Israel, help get this shared everywhere and let them see where America stands. Immediately after being asked if he'd run in 2020, Scaramouche stunned the press with his answer. Anthony Scaramouche has never been known to back down from a challenge, but running for, and winning, a political office is a completely different beast. That being said, Scaramouche's 10-day stretch as White House Communications Director placed him in a very public eye, as well as demonstrating the level of scrutiny that comes with such a high-level position. And now it seems rumors have been floating around the networks and Washington that Scaramouche has actually considered a run. Today, the gossip was finally laid to rest. In a written letter, Scaramouche revealed the true source of the rumors and absolutely shocked the press. Brian Lanza, a very close friend of Scaramouche, explained to the media how the former communications director told him directly about his presidential aspirations. Furthermore, Scaramouche outlined a pretty clear path to the White House that may even include the New York City governorship. It makes sense with the amount of media coverage he continues to garner, with recent appearances on The View, TMZ, and most popular news networks. Do y'all think Scaramouche would make a decent candidate? How about governor? He definitely understands business like President Trump and has a knack for telling the truth. He knows how to stick up for himself and his beliefs, but could he stick up for this country like our current commander-in-chief? Let me know what you think and share this to see what the world thinks. Sources: dailycaller.com. Obama did something sick on Wall Street yesterday that will make even Democrats hate him. The establishment elites and the mainstream media have basically done everything in their power to make the public forget how terrible of a president Barack Obama was. Now he has given us the perfect chance to show the Dems exactly how bad he really is. This time Obama decided to go to Wall Street and commit the cardinal sin of Democrats, which turned Hillary Clinton into a pariah. He took $1.2 million for speeches at just 3 banks this month. What a greedy move for a guy who just made over $50 million on a book. Still, it's no surprise that he would be selling out to the same people he used to talk shit on. Frankly, I'm sick and tired of this BS. Now watch as the media underreports Obama's transgression or tries to justify it with some backward-ass logic. Oh, and did I mention that Obama is also hosting his own new Obama Leadership Summit in Chicago coming up? It's identical to the Clinton Global Initiative. It's a bunch of bigwig Dems meeting and acting like a shadow government to decide the fate of all Americans. We cannot seriously let them bury this. It's up to us to pull the wool off the eyes of the leftists in this country and show them the corruption of their own party. The best shot we have, the only shot we have, is to share this everywhere and let them see that Americans are watching. Surprise! Donald Jr. just decided to do the unimaginable with his Secret Service. Every president of the United States is required to have the Secret Service at all times to ensure their safety. They are also provided to the president's family. However, it looks like Donald Trump Jr. is not all too happy about them being around. According to a leak from a White House official to the New York Times, Donald Jr. stopped receiving protection from the Secret Service just last week. The report claims that he was not forced to give them up but instead chose to give them up because he was tired of them being around 24/7. Of course, when the Secret Service was directly contacted about the update, they simply replied, "To ensure the safety and security of our protectees and their families, we will not confirm who is currently receiving Secret Service protection." That's a good decision. It is also worth noting that Donald Jr. may still have his own security guard who simply gives him a bit more personal space. Also, without any confirmation from the Secret Service themselves, there is a chance he still has them with him. Regardless, it's worth saying now is as good a time as ever to send a prayer for the Trump family and help share this story out. You never know what some radical leftist is willing to do in anger. Trump in trouble. Mueller just did something sick to Paul Manafort to take down Trump. Prosecutors working for special counsel Robert Mueller told Paul Manafort that they plan to indirect Paul Manafort, according to the New York Times. The news is coming from CNN reporters that investigators even wiretapped Manafort before the 2016 election. In July, agents raided Manafort's home in Virginia and seized documents and computer files. They are setting a tone, Solomon L. Weisberg, deputy independent counsel in the investigation into former President Bill Clinton, said of Mueller's team. "You want people saying to themselves, 'Man, I had better tell these guys the truth.' This is massive and means that Mueller is making hard moves on Trump. They probably can't find anything on Trump and are going to throw Manafort under the bus." Help share this everywhere if you think that the Mueller thing is total bullshit. We need to get this out ASAP. Thanks for reading, y'all. Busted. Trump just caught Obama's FBI in the scandal of the century. Look what happened. A breaking report from CNN has found evidence that Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort was secretly wiretapped both by the FBI both before, during, and after the 2016 election. Sources told CNN that a Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA, warrant was issued in secret during a 2014 investigation into work several US-based consulting firms did for the Ukrainian government. That first FISA warrant expired in early 2016 due to lack of evidence. That's when it gets weird. The FBI started to monitor Manafort again in 2016, which, according to CNN's sources, was to investigate ties between Russia and the Trump team. That kind of monitoring would require both evidence from the FBI that such an investigation is warranted, and approval from a top Justice Department official. Apparently, the FBI intercepted a communication between Manafort and Russians that piqued the FBI's suspicions, which caused the second FISA warrant. Manafort, for his part, has previously denied communicating with Russian operatives on purpose. The FISA issuing court operates in secret and little is known about those proceedings, so we don't yet know about the mandate of the surveillance, whether Trump was ever wiretapped, for example. Manafort has a home in Trump Tower. He also has a home in Alexandria, which the FBI raided in July. Special counsel Robert Mueller is aware of the wiretapping and is including it in his investigation into Russia's interference in the 2016 election, according to CNN. This plot is getting thicker and thicker. Something was definitely going on, and while there has been a lot of speculation, more and more evidence is finally coming out. Stay tuned, folks, because Liberty writers will be covering this one very closely. HD CNN